Inspired by Broseph Stalin and Ricky Chops, Broseph gave me permission to use aspects of GayDR. This series is just for fun. Do not take things too seriously. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rated D and I've tested positive for swag. And on tonight's episode of User Reviews, we're going to review the YouTube channel AngryJoeShow. And we're going to get started by handing it over to Microsoft Sam to read you guys the stats. Take it away, Dad.
What's up, bitches? I am back again to read stats, because I am a failure at everything else in life. I am left to only read stats on shitty YouTubers for a shitty YouTube series, by a shitty YouTuber. Please just shoot me. Anyway, the stats for Angry Joe are 2,788,333 subscribers, 673,148,335 views, joined October 3rd, 2008. Now back to Rated D, and don't forget to go protest in the streets about how shitty his videos are.
Now let's get right into the quality of Angry Joe's videos. Now, Angry Joe has a massive passion for gaming that I do respect, and clearly you can tell that he genuinely cares about the games that he's reviewing. On top of that, his videos are also in HD. Now, granted, it's 2017, so pretty much everybody except NS Killer should be doing stuff like that, but, you know, he's still doing what needs to be done. And he also puts a whole heck of a lot of effort into the reviews and, you know, the costumes for the reviews and this and that. Puts a lot of effort into it. But the problem is, his fake rage gets in the way and just ruins the fact that his name is Angry Joe, because the rage just seems totally fake. On top of that, the costumes, while I respect the fact they put so much effort into this stuff, quite frankly, it makes me cringe. And because of that, my face has now been deformed. I am now officially ugly because of Angry Joe's content. He also trashes Nintendo for their YouTube policies, but admits that Zelda Breath of the Wild was his first Zelda game that he played just because he didn't think he would like Zelda. So it seems to me like as much as he cares about gaming, he is highly misguided, especially in regards to Nintendo. And like I said, the costumes I respect, but it's kind of corny. So at the end of the day, for quality, I'm going to have to hit Angry Joe Show with a 7 out of 11. Now we're going to move on to Twitter Thirst. And Angry Joe, for the most part, uses Twitter the way it's meant to be used, which I love because so many people do not do this. You know, Angry Joe tweets all over the place, whether it's to people that have big followings or small followings. He's posting all different types of media on Twitter, links, this and that. He uses it the way it's meant to be used. And clearly, I mean, he's tweeted a whole heck of a lot. He actually uses the platform, having tweeted over 30,000 times. But the problem is this, you guys. The biggest issue I have with some of these YouTubers in regards to Twitter is the self-promotion, and that is where we're going to have to dock Joe some points, because there is a bit too much self-promotion in there for my liking. But at the end of the day, he still gets a very good score. For Twitter Thirst, I'm going to have to hit Angry Joe Show with an 8 out of 11. Hey guys, we've reached the halfway point of the show, which means it's time for us to go to the community involvement segment. And for this week's show, I want to ask you guys, considering the big changes to YouTube and the fact that Joe's main source of income has been YouTube and all this online stuff, I want to ask you guys, just how much over the past 2 years has Angry Joe's YouTube revenue fallen due to YouTube's ad changes? Do you think it's fallen 10%? 25%? A whopping 50%? Or nearly all of it, 90%, you know, due to his vulgar language, because YouTube basically caters to children nowadays? I want to know what you guys think. Leave your votes in the comments section below. Now we're going to move on to social rejection. Now I'm going to have to give some major points in this category to Angry Joe. First off, there is no clear sign that there is a woman in his life. On top of that, he is always hanging out with his sidekick Joe, because clearly Angry Joe has no friends. And on top of all of that, he likes to play dress up. But the problem is this, folks. He actually goes out in public to watch movies now, because he also reviews movies as a major point of his channel nowadays. A true social reject prefers streaming, so I'm gonna have to dock him some points there. But at the end of the day, he gets a great score for social rejection, 9 out of 11. Moving on to our final category, fitness. Now here, I mean, he's just a regular dude. You can't really, praise him or hate on him or whatever. He's just a regular dude, but I'm gonna have to give him some points because of the fact that he is not an obese slob. He also seems to move around quite well in those costumes that he wears. A lot of people could not pull that off properly. So, but he does have a bit of a gut, which is, a little problem there. So at the end of the day, like I said, he's just a regular dude. I'm gonna have to hit him with a 6 out of 11 for fitness. And now for the final score, Angry Joe gets a very solid 7.5 out of 11. One of the highest scores we've given out on user reviews to this day. Thank you, AngryJoeShow, for being our latest contestant on user reviews. Now, to everybody watching this, I want you, first off, to leave your votes about the community involvement segment from earlier in the show. Then after that, let me know who you want in next week's episode, because yes, folks, I am officially turning user reviews into a weekly show. Do you want Robin Gaming, PewDiePie, Drama Alert, or Team Martin? Cast your votes in the comments section below. That's it for this episode of User Reviews, guys. Thank you for watching, and keep it frosty.
Zone C neutralized. Zone C secure. Zone B lost. You captured Zone B. Zone A neutralized. Zone A secure. You control all zones. Five minutes remaining. Enemy captured Zone C. Zone B lost. Enemy captured Zone B. You neutralized Zone C. Zone A lost. Zone B neutralized. Zone C captured. Finish them. Enemy captured Zone A. You captured Zone B. Zones controlled. Targets eliminated. Nice work.
That's what. You didn't do nothing.